Hey Kaiju fans, so I'm going to do a Mothra figure review here. This is made by Bandai and came out in the early 1990s. It runs about 16 inches across and the height is approximately, let's call it 9 inches tall. This is really cool because you have this translucent wing and there is actually some texture on this particular figure as well. To sort of mirror that of the body, so it's kind of like an extension of the body, and certainly they were probably manufactured in different molds where the body would constitute one mold and then the wings would be another, but you can obviously see a great looking paint job on this figure, and it certainly shows through in the translucent wings that are here. So as I move this figure around a little bit, I think one cool thing about this figure is that the actual Mothra body has a kind of a velvety quality to it. So to the touch, it's actually kind of a softer material. And I think stylistically, that's just number one to accentuate the fact that Mothra is kind of a protagonist in a lot of the Godzilla movies, and whereas Godzilla tends to be sort of the villain. And I think the design was to try to kind of embody that hero for humanity spirit, I think, and I think a lot of young people, and certainly myself back in the day, appreciated that about Mothra kind of being the mother, if you will, or the protector of Earth, essentially. I think that's what it was sort of framed as. In addition to that, the eyes are plastic and they are blue, but there's these little impressions within them that I think are really neat. I think the antennae is also kind of a nice touch, as well as they kind of stick out outside the face, and as I mentioned before, it's all kind of this velvety material to a touch, which is really cool. There were some feet associated with this figure that can be inserted into these holes here, but I opted not to cut them out of the mold, because by doing so that would certainly cause some issues with resale value if I were to ever sell this figure, and for the most part I don't think I'll be selling anytime soon, but I basically kept the feet in the box, otherwise they would have been inserted in here. And then obviously the stand is also a nice touch, because this allows collectors to display the item in a case, and you can see the entire cross-section of the figure mounted kind of in a flight pose, and this is also a very nice kind of touch. Certainly this has been out of production for many years now. It's a classic item. Sure, they're going to show up on eBay or some collector websites, but they're not necessarily easy to find nowadays, particularly in good condition. So yeah, that's just a quick review, and if you like our content, please like and subscribe, and head on over to KaijuKingdomCollectibles.com if you'd like to see more figures of this quality, and we're happy to service your needs. So we'll catch you next time. Thanks.